heart. So what is this from heart? Listening is through ears, seeing is through eyes, speaking is through mouth, eating is through mouth, doing things from the organs of the body, that is hands and legs and other organs, you are putting them into action. What is it to do with heart, from heart? So there's something which is added. Some addition is made, and that addition is an invisible addition. But that addition, though it is invisible, it is very profound and authentic and can be considered as reality, more than what is visible. Sometimes visible things, they don't really tend to be real because they don't have authenticity. They don't exist for a long time. There's no truth in it. Now it is there and there's no guarantee about it. There's no genuinity about it. But that which is invisible, sometimes they are so genuine, they are so authentic, they're so real that they are invisible, but the presence is felt. That they're acknowledged more than that which is visible. So heart is a seat of emotions, seat of feelings. It's a hot seat of every person and the personality within. Heart is within, inside the body, towards the left of the body, in fact. And it is also medically seen center part of the organ. And the definition is too big. I couldn't read from the, I have seen it in the Google, but you can see yourself. There's somewhere in between an organ that can pumps blood and the contractions and all of that and can keep things and, give oxygen. This is one. And if anything happens in the body to any organ, when you go to a doctor, whether you're going for fever or asthma, BP, cancer, it may be a big disease or it may be a small, trivial cold or cough. First of all, what will the doctor do? You all are experienced, isn't it? I'm sure no one in this gathering can say that I never see the doctor ever since I took birth. Is there anybody who never saw the doctor? Everyone saw the doctor, isn't it? So first of all, when you go to a doctor, what he will do? Now, apart from registering and writing, asking your name, what he will do? Before he starts his diagnosis, he will hold your pulse, isn't it? He'll see the pulse and he will check the time and he will read the pulse. Pulse means heart, beat, how your heart beat. Everything in the body is connected with the heartbeat. And that's why when you sneeze, they say, bless you, because heart skips its beat. So they give good wishes. Let your heart continue beating. It should not skip anymore. May you be healthy. Heartbeat speaks about health. Heartbeat speaks about happiness, even your emotional quotient, how happy you are. Once in my sleep, I used to skip and I used to just feel as if I'm falling in the sleep. I'm sleeping straight, but I would just turn like this as if somebody pushed me, or I'm coming down the staircase and I slipped one staircase and I'm falling. And it happened quite frequently. Then I met the doctor. What is happening? Why am I just, in the sleep, I just move like this? And it's all the more, I'm in the deep sleep. And when I move, the whole sleep is disturbed and it is such an inconvenience and I feel very painful. When I wake up, I feel very painful, very deep sleep. I just, I just do like this. And then when I told doctor, he said, I need to check. And then he checked, he said, we have to do the sleep test. And the second thing is people who snore also, they do sleep test, why this thing is happening. And so when they check, they see you are breathing, normally it's 72 times, but it is skipping after every 4 to 5 times breathing, one time it is half. It is very less. So as we study, your breathing patterns have to be regularized. Do some nice breathing exercise, Om chanting and all of that. These exercises can keep your heart healthy. But let me tell you, all the more there's another heart. And I learned this in this Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual University. As I'm a student and also a teacher who share the knowledge about spirituality to those who are interested and those who come to me. So here I understand the heart has a greater role to play in your life. Of course, it is a vital organ, but apart from that, it has a greater role to play even in your future. You have to take care of your heart presently, but then even in your future, your heart has a great role to play. And how? Because it is said, there are few words which are used normally in our interactions. Number one, brain. Number two, heart. Number three, mind. Number four, intellect, consciousness, subconscious. These are the different types of words which are used, and we know that it is all about us. Us, again, there's a big question mark. What about us? Brain, heart, intellect, are they're different, are same? Do they function similarly, or do they have different functional abilities? Of course, they have different functional abilities. But mostly, heart is connected to intellect. Mind is connected to brain, somewhat. It's connected like that. That's why here, when I studied this aspect, that heart is connected very closely to your intellect, whatever is happening in your intellect, in your subconscious, straight away, it affects your heart. That's why people say, don't take it too much into a heart. Taking too much to your heart means you're taking load. And what is load? Sometimes when you do with heart, any load cannot be exerting you, isn't it? If you do things, you can run over time, you can skip your sleep, you can skip your food, and you can do it, and still you will be healthy, and still you will achieve the targets that you want. You will do it from heart. You'll put your 100%. What is that? And don't take it to your heart. What is this load and what is that load? This load is emotional, negative emotions. That is, you're seeing and you're emotionally struggling within about others' mistakes, or about negative all around, or about weaknesses of others, or about pain of others, suffering of others, injustice in the society. You take it too much to your heart. So any negative emotion can burden your heart. Then that is like taking too much load. Work physically on a physical level is not a big deal. You can do it, take care of your heart and still do. So here today, a doctor, especially a cardiologist, can speak how to really take care of your heart very well. And I'm sure, is there any heart patient in this gathering? Is there any heart patient in this gathering? Hello. I hope everyone is listening.
Yes, I think there aren't any in this gathering, but it'll still be useful for us to listen.
Okay, you can mention in the chat box, or you can raise your hand.
Agya is a heart patient. She raised her hand.
Oh,
Agya.
Agya. So you need to listen to the experience of the heart patients, how the cardiologist explained to them that why there is such problem. Yes. Yes, Prince, you were speaking something.
Sorry, that was by accident.
Prince, you need to be a bit loud because it looks like you are speaking from the mountain of Alps and I'm just very far away.
Sorry, that was by accident.
Okay, right. So we were talking about heart patients, and it is also said that if you lack happiness, then your heart will become weak. So what is the real thing to nourish the heart? First, we'll focus on these things. What does heart needs? Children's hearts are very healthy hearts. As you grow, you take stress, tension, and heart gets weak, and the pumping irregularities affect your whole body functioning. And so, what is more important to the heart is you have to be very happy. Number two, you have to take things easy, light, easiness, happiness, lightness. 3 mantras. The three titles that you have to, the three powers that you have to give to your heart is, no matter how much ever work you do, how much ever degrees you want to achieve, how much ever business you want to do, how much ever money you want to earn, no problem. But let all your ideas, plans go through these three filters. When I'm doing this, or when I will do this, is my heart is at ease? Is my heart light? Is my heart happy? Because happiness increases enthusiasm, zeal, and easiness keeps you to let go things easily. And easiness also helps you not to hold on to anything that which really can trouble you. Easiness helps you to forgive things and forget things easily. And easiness keeps you at a very beautiful state of ease. And one who is at ease, they always please themselves, they always please others, they always please God as well. Then happiness is done, easiness and lightness, the third point. So what does lightness do? Lightness always keeps you close to your own inner reality. I am light. I'm a being of light. I'm born light. I shall remain light. I'm eternally light. And this eternal light feeling will connect you to your own unlimited truth, your own unlimited image of reality, or image of existence. So this will help you to be free from all types of fears. Fear is another negative energy which will make your heart unhealthy, doesn't help the heart to function properly. So all these emotions, you have a choice. It's not that they are inevitable, they are compulsory, and you have to. There's nothing called have to in all these things. You have a beautiful choice because you're not heart, you're the master of it. And so choose the right kind of vibration, the right kind of emotion, which is positive, which is good, which can keep your heart healthy. Now we're talking about not only physical heart, but also your intellect. Let me tell you, the heart has a very big, what should I say, habit of being connected. Heart is always being trying to connect, whether it is with relations, with connections, with people, with materialistic things, with your future attainments, targets in life, with arts and culture, with anything that you like. Or sometimes your heart is connected to that which you don't like it. Because sometimes when we don't like something, we think a lot about them. We think a lot about it. So the heart is connected to that. So this connection has to be really taken care. Because wherever the heart is, there is your destiny. Everything you are absorbing, the energy you're absorbing from that place. So you follow your heart. And normally, the heart never really misguides us. And I'm talking about intellect here. It's not the physical heart, but it's the intellect. It's the intellect which is full of feelings, emotions, and intuition, and attitude, and all of that. And so here, that is a reason, even meditation is spoken that meditation is a connection from heart, is a connection of intellect, buddhi yoga. So meditation is all about, I am connecting to the supreme source of energy, and then I draw the supreme energy, spiritual energy, and I charge myself. I charge my mind, I charge my intellect, I charge my personality traits. Those are my sanskars. So when I charge my intellect, then the intellect will become divine, intellect will become elevated, then intellect will become pure, paras buddhi. So here, in order to purify the heart, you need to connect to the purifier. So when you are with a clean heart means you're not holding on to any negativity of anybody. You're not holding on to any mistakes of anybody. You just see them. If it is possible, you correct them. At the same time, you're not holding on to it by thinking that this person is so hopeless and he has been like this and there's no meaning in telling anything to him. He will never change. These type of attitude should not be there in the heart. Then the heart is said to be clean and clear, without any negativity, no matter what it is. And when that clean heart remembers the Supreme, then that heart becomes capable and eligible to invoke the Supreme energy within, which means that heart will become a temple in order to invoke or to welcome the Supreme Source. So when you can invoke God's love, God's power, God's peace, for all of that, you need a clean heart, which means a clean intellect. It is also said that when you meet anybody, you meet as if you're meeting for the first time. And when you are saying bye, say bye as if you will never meet again. So which means that you have those feelings that you are not going to meet again, and you have so much of love, respect, you give, you share everything, because this is our last meeting. And everything, whatever is mine is yours. And this type of meeting is so beautiful. And when you meet somebody, it is like the first time you're meeting from heart. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so proud. I'm so great to meet you. These type of feelings also generate the feelings of greatness. That is, the other person will feel so much great, so much high in spirits, that you have so much value for that one. You give your time. Not only that, he will feel proud. He will feel great in value that you are valuing that person. Why I'm telling all these things? It is again connected to the heart. Because when you meet, whatever you converse, it has to be from heart. But instead, when you do all of these things in any of the meetings with anybody, what is the return that you're getting? Are you getting happiness? What are you getting is also a thing that you have to think about. If you have an expectation, that will stay in your heart, because an expectation is not guaranteed to be fulfilled at every point of time. So when the expectation is not fulfilled, then the heart becomes weak. Then the heart will have ill feelings, small feelings, and the heart will not be fulfilled. And then you will not be happy with that meeting, with that person, or with that thing. So here, it is very important that the involvement of your heart in every meeting, in every relationship, connection, dealing, has to be without any expectation and only with a motive to give. Every conversation has to be from heart. But when you look into all these relationships that we have, among all of them, all these years, in all these different roles that we are playing, are we really very happy? How is the heart feeling? Put your hand on your heart and just ask yourself that, oh, my heart, are you happy with everything and everyone, whatever you have? But heart always wants something more. Heart is not really content with what is available, what is given. So that's why there's a big slogan in Hindi, Dil mange more. So why the heart wants always more, something different, something unique? Because the need of the intellect, now here, the heart is intellect, the need of the intellect, the thirst and the hunger of the intellect is always an unlimited. Because we are the beings from unlimited. We are the beings of the light. So then the requirement of the light is totally different. And here, all the needs will be fulfilled when you relate and connect your heart to the comforter of the heart. Who is the comforter of the heart? Who is it who can comfort your heart forever, with everything that you need, with all the things that you want, without complaining, without criticizing, without cribbing of whatever you did or not did? So here, the comforter of the heart, when we speak, then you need to really get into the depth of all the scriptures. And the only one answer that we get is the comforter of the heart is only one, and only one, and none can be that one. And he is the supreme source who can comfort the heart, who can heal the heart, who can make a heart a golden heart, because he is a supreme surgeon. He doesn't need, what do you call that medicine that you put under the tongue if there is a heart attack? Agya, what is the medicine that you use to put under your tongue? First aid also, yes,
It's
please.
called glyceryl trinitrate.
Glyceryl trinitrate. I think sorbitol is the.
Yes, if that is another
sorbitol, yes.
sorbitol,
Yes.
but I think the glyceryl trinitrate is the medical word.
Is a medical word. Thank you so
could
much.
even spray. You can put a spray under the tongue.
Oh, wow, look at the technology. I
Yeah.
only remember a small piece of
No,
that.
no.
but
At the
spray also
moment,
has come.
I carry in my handbag all the time.
Oh my God.
And I've got extra. If you want, I can show you now. I'll show you.
Lovely. So this is the medicine that not only a heart patient, nowadays it is prescribed to everyone. The other day in one of our very big conferences that we have in our headquarters, I met this brother and he's from Coimbatore, and he says he's a very senior most doctor, and he is donating this small pouch just of this size, and the pouch has 3 medicines. 3 emergency tablets that everyone should hold. I said, 3 emergency? Why everyone? Maybe somebody who is ill, and young people like me, I don't need anything. The sister, there is no guarantee of your youth. There is no guarantee of your health. There is no guarantee of anything in this world. So please take this gift. I'm gifting it to everyone. It comes free of cost. And among the 3, one is that emergency tablet sorbitrate, life-saving tablet. But here, thank you, sister.
Yeah. They call
White and red.
glyceryl trinitrate.
Glycerin trinitrate.
You just
Wow,
put
spray.
the tongue to spray, and it will dilate the blood vessels, the coronary artery, and it will supply more blood to the heart, and the chest will release.
Is it immediately?
Yes. Tablet
Thank you
was
so much.
very, salbutamol was very old tablet. But this glyceryl trinitrate is new. It's called pump.
Pump.
Can you
Okay.
see pump? Okay. I've got spare one. I can send you one.
I think Brother Prince gives spotlight to
keep
Mama.
it in your center.
She's showing the medicines. I think everyone should see this. It is good for in the first aid training. People will be speaking about all these things, how important it is to hold on, to have these things in hand, because it's like an immediate treatment that you do.
When I was in Mount Abu, I carried it in my handbag, but even though I had a surgery on the blood vessels supplying the heart, but my heart is very fit. I don't have heart attack for the last 2 years at all. And
congratulations.
We
are very proud to have you in the gathering, and we are very happy to hear your experience. One has to be like that, with a very strong heart. But let me tell you now.
Opened it. It is still sealed. I never used it. And I don't get breathless, no pain. Actually, the cardiologist, when they did the scan this time, he was saying your heart is gone even stronger than a young person. Because I said it was affected when I was not meditating, and it recovered now.
So nice. Very nice to listen.
But heart
itself, and we all give you good wishes that you should never get an opportunity to use that spray. So may you be long living with a strong heart.
Yeah, they're not.
I also would like to share. I would like to share about a person in my village. He's called as Vishweshwaraya. I think his name is Vishweshwaraya. He was the first collector after the independence has been given to India in Anantapur. He's connected to my grandfather, brother, cousin of my grandfather. For me, he's like a grandfather. And he's such a very brainy person, that his brain is still in the museum, because he's the person who was constructed buildings, multi-story buildings in those days. And he's an engineer by profession, a collector by position. And after retiring also, he only had his small house, that independent house that his father has given, and he still was going by bicycle. Very honest in nature, very, very clean person. Never took any bribe, nothing, no wishy-washy, hanky-panky things in his life. And he lived for 105 years. His daughter did not get married because she was taking care of him for a longer period of time till the end. And finally, he was on the bed, but his mind is so active, his brain is so active, his heart is so healthy. The doctors tested him and said, this person, his heart is equal to a very young person as of 20 years. 20 years age, boys and girls, they have very young blood, hot blood, heart. And so this person, 105 years, his heart is very healthy. But then his organs are weak because of the age. He cannot work, he cannot do anything, or even the basic things that he's supposed to do for his body, also he was not doing. With the permission of the whole family, the doctors has to put him to sleep by putting, ice and everything around the heart, and they calm down. And with the permission, they have taken his brain and heart in the laboratory for research. Even, if they would have left him, she would have lived probably 120 years also. It was that healthy. Now, the point to be understanding here is, how can a person over 105 years have a heart of 20-year-old boy? When we try to understand this aspect, we have to study his life. And as I hear about him, he's very honest and very humble. So much humility, very helping, all the hedge. Heart means humility, honesty, and helping nature. So all the three things, there was so much in him, and he was so good with everybody. There was hardly anybody who was speaking any negative about him. There was hardly anybody who was hurt by him. He never hurt anybody. So these are the qualities, these are the values, these are the powers, depending on the intensity of our practice, which can keep our heart healthy. Heart, H-E-A-R-T. What does it need? Number one, humility. Number two, elevated relationship with the Supreme. Anybody want to contribute? I'm so happy to see Didi. Didi, Om Shanti. Reva Didi, welcome. I'm so honored to see you in the gathering.
Could A be for appreciation?
Appreciation, exactly. Appreciation, appreciate anything, what is happening, that which doesn't happen, that which happens, everything. Acceptance. The power of acceptance will give you the opportunity to appreciate. R. What would be R? Anybody want to contribute?
Respect.
Respect, exactly.
Respect
Such a
to
beautiful
everyone.
and powerful word, respect. And it starts with self-respect. Self-respect can allow us to respect everybody as they are, what they are, without any expectation. Where there is respect, there is no expect. Then you don't expect. Then T. What would be the T? The unlimited list of T.
Tolerance.
Excellent. Tolerance. Heart means tolerance. Tolerance towards any type of differences. The difference can be of any intensity, the difference can be of any type, but tolerance can bring things together. can connect you from heart to others. So when you take care of your heart with all these 5 things, that is humility, elevated relationships with God, with the Supreme. And number 3, A is power of acceptance and appreciation. R is self-respect, to the respect towards all. And T is tolerance. All these 5, if you practice, you will be free from heart attack and your heart will become soon golden heart. A golden heart is something which is very divine in nature, which has a great power to forgive, forget, and be merry, and take everyone in your stride and see everyone with the same eye. There is an equality in your eyes, and you will appreciate everything, and there's no complaint towards anything. This is golden heart. And when you have this heart, when you have this type of experience, then you are all set to go to golden age. So to have a golden heart, we need to practice this. And the moment you focus on these things, you're ready, capable for the golden age. Golden heart is a visa for the golden age. Golden age will come its own time. But before that, we need to be prepared. I'm sure that you all would love to go to golden age, an era where everything is pure like 24 carats, complete and perfect. You might be wondering that, is there really something called perfect and complete on this earth? Of course it was there, but it was on a different time zone. And that time zone existed in the beginning of this cycle. And that beginning is going to come. And as we are close to the end, and we have to be ready to enter into the beginning. And that's possible when you take care of your heart and when you connect yourself with the comforter of the hearts and constantly communicate, have a heart-to-heart conversation with the comforter of the heart. This is the only thing. Number one, take care of your heart. Whether it is this, whether it is the intellect. Number 2, constantly remember the comforter of the heart. There is always somebody who is very close to you, who cares for you, who loves you unconditionally, and also who is really concerned about you, who can heal you. And third, constantly have a heart-to-heart conversation with that comforter of heart. Never, ever skip this. So Dadi Janki used to say, the first communication of the day should be with your comforter of the heart. Who is there in your heart? And the last communication of the day, who is there in your heart? That will signify your communication is clear. So let's really focus on these things in our daily schedule. If we skip or miss, let's make it fun. Early in the morning, talk to your heart and talk to the comforter of the heart. Just say, even to your heart, I love you. And to the comforter of the heart, I love you. And I love everything then. Then everything is absolutely fine. This love brings that happiness. So heart also needs, because it's poor thing, it is full of all emotion. It needs love. When it needs, it looks out. So you don't give an opportunity to your intellect or to your physical heart to look out. Always enough, nourish your heart, nourish your intellect, talk to your self, which is called as dialogue, self-dialogue. Not a hysteric thing. To be hysteric is a disease. To have a self-dialogue is called as meditation. So take moments of silence and have this dialogue with the self. Shall we do a couple of minutes of meditation, Brother Prince?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Thank you so much. Before meditation, I also would like to share these aspects that all the heart patients, they have this reason why they are a heart patient. BP and heart problems and all the other bodily organs, when they get affected, it has an effect on the heart as well. And if you start diagnosing, if you start really investigating into not only the blood reports, but also the lifestyle of a person, then the thing that is majorly seen is the most emotional imbalances and psychological weaknesses That is, the person will be practicing anger, lust, greed, attachment, jealousy, hatred. They are more than poison. They are more dangerous than alcohol. Drinking 20 bottles of alcohol is equal to be angry. You be angry for 5 minutes, enjoy yourself. But please be aware, you're already drank 20 bottles of alcohol, which means so much damage is already done to your heart. And also physical habits, eating habits, eating after 7 p.m. in the evening is equal to drinking 3 bottles of alcohol, which means, again, it is affecting your heart. The whole load is going to the heart. Whatever you do, whether you're eating good or bad, in right time or a wrong time, drinking right amount or right portion, or drinking something else, the time and the intake and the load is very, very important. It becomes an overload on your heart. Please take care of your heart, because you are in many people's heart. You are in the heart of God. You're in the heart of your family people. So please take care of your heart. If you really care for your family, if you really care for the health of your family, take care of your heart, which means practice peace, practice being loveful, loving, practice forgiveness, practice self-respect. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you, Karuna Ben. Thank you, Reva Didi, Brother Prince, and all the lovely angels in the gathering.
Your face.
Thank you, sister. And so we're going to have a quick question and answer session before we end it off. And so there was one question where the question was to elaborate a little bit more on the heart and the intellect, more specifically, like the definition of the meaning of the heart and the mind, and like what the differences or like the specific definitions could be.
Mind is a thinking being where you create thoughts. And these thoughts are created on different bases. Number one, the information that you might have had before, that which is past, which is called as your past life, whatever has already happened, that information is already there with you. And so the mind creates thoughts on the basis of that. And the second is whatever is happening in front of your eyes. That is the material that is available for the mind to create thoughts. So basically, mind is only to create different types of thoughts, whether it is positive, negativist, ordinary, necessity, really categorize them, what type of quality of energy that they develop. And the second thing is heart. Heart is full of emotions. You can create a feeling, it's both good and negative, positive and stressful, any type of feeling, because the effect of your thought, you can see it on the heart, and heart is connected with the intellect, actually, how it is, because intellect is all about discerning, taking decisions, and also discerning what is right and what is wrong. And even though sometimes we know what is right and what is wrong, it becomes difficult to decide to stick on to that which is wrong and to completely neglect that which is wrong. So you need a power to support your decisions, to bring it into actions, a power to do what is right, a power not to do what is wrong. This is called as heart. Heart will not allow you. And that's why it is said, my heart bites inside if I do anything wrong. So if the heart is strong, no matter what, there might not be any benefit. There might be a very big loss in a thing, but you know what is right. Though there is a loss, you will do what is right. And having strong heart means having strong intellect, means no matter what, your actions will be righteous only. No matter what, you will not choose any other thing. You will only choose the path of righteousness, the path of truth. Whether you are alone, whether you're weak, whether nobody is supporting. So you stick on to your understanding, you stick on to your decisions, you listen to your heart.
Thank you, sister. That was a wonderful explanation. And we have one more question. This is quite a unique one, actually. The question is, if you have a heart transplant, will that affect the mind and emotions?
It's your choice. I would like to just say in short, it's your choice. Because you know you are not this physical heart. This physical heart is certainly dependent on your mind and intellect. The way you nourish yourself, the way you care for yourself, that is your mind and intellect, what type of thoughts you're allowing in your mind, what type of focus is there of your intellect in whatever is happening around you. When you look into things, where is your focus? Are you seeing that which is the hidden goodness? Are you seeing the hidden truth, hidden secrets of time? Are you seeing the hidden reality, beauty of the story of time? Are you seeing the real invisible truth? If you can't see that which is invisible, that which is real, then your focus will help you, your intellect and your heart to be always healthy. What was your question? Is it okay? Did I divert?
Yep, thank you, Didi. And so now I would like to ask Reva Didi if you would like to share your experience of this wonderful talk that sister has given us.
Reva Didi, can you hear?
No, I didn't hear. What did you say?
Oh, you
We are
heard.
asking you, can you speak few words?
I welcome Reva Didi into this wonderful gathering. She is the gardener of the Garden of Lagos.
Acha?
Not only the physical, but the spiritual garden as well.
Beautiful. Keep decorating all Baba's gardens. You are blessed for that. And your activity will increase. Baba will bless you. Anything you do, confluence age is the best time to get blessings from Baba. And that becomes permanent, which will be with you wherever, whenever, wherever you go, or even lives and lives and lives will remain with you. You've done it very well. I'm very happy for it.
Thank you so much.
Sorry,
Didi.
I've been late, a bit late,
No, Didi, I'm blessed. Your presence itself is a blessing.
मैंने कहा, I must say hello to everybody. And it went very well, very well. आज सुदेश
It's a
दीदी का भी
great
सुना था.
pleasure and joy to see you.
सुदेश दीदी का सुना था आज.
Didi, उसी समय पे मेरा translation, I was having the same time, the translation for Shiv Smriti. Sister
अच्छा.
Stiana from Italy was interviewed. So I was translating from English to Hindi.
But I'm
So
sure if
I
you
will
get
certainly
hold of
listen
it,
the recording of it. She has, I
recording.
think, she gave she analyzed about the 14th Murli.
बहुत अच्छा बोला, बहुत अच्छा. It was very nice and very unique. We never heard such a Murli before. Even I was shocked when I read that Murli. I read few times and I thought I will think about it myself.
Didi, you read for 1 hour, 45 minutes and still people were glued to it.
Yeah,
Nobody left the class.
Yes. Very nice.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
before we end, just a quick experience from Karuna Devi of how this talk was.
It was a wonderful talk. Thank you, Gauthami Ben. Keep coming. I feel that you're sitting in front of everyone. Thank you.
She's ever ready person. Ever
I
ready.
know. Anytime.
Pleasure is always mine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Right.
Thank you, Prince. You're wonderful. Thank you. Your voice is much better. Your sound is gone much better now.
Yeah.
And thank you,
Before we
Karuna,
leave,
for
just for
holding
1
it.
minute silence.
Yeah.
In this 1 minute, let's just recollect. I am a being of light with a golden heart. as a master. I care for my words. I care for my thoughts and actions. I choose to keep God's power, God's peace, and God's love in my heart. My heart, in turn, is sending it to my physical heart, which is pumping these powers through the blood into the whole body. This whole body, every cell is full with the eternal God's power, God's peace, and God's love. I have the power to choose what is right, to see what is truth, and to do everything with love. I see everyone with a golden heart. My family, the people around me, and the people in the whole world, the whole universe. Everyone is having a golden heart with God's power, God's peace, and God's love. This whole world is full with the power of purity. And everything looks stable, healthy, and happy. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister.
Om Shanti. Om
Good night.
Shanti.
Everyone for being a great
Thank you
audience.
so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Om
Thank
Shanti
you.
Behan, it
Yes.
was wonderful. Very nice.
Thank you so much.
very much.
Bye bye,
Thank
Gauthami
you.
Didi. Thank you, Karuna Didi.
Om Shanti.
Thank you. How are
Thank
you?
you.
And belated happy birthday to Karuna Didi. I think it was
Thank
last
you.
month.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I
Your
missed.
wishes. Thank you.
Same here.
Geeta Didi ne